your sidekick in the office today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, I asked him to pass me the cookie. He didn't. Inside joke for you guys. I was Dominique as his sidekick. Just to fill in the colors for some of you who don't know what I'm saying. So, all right.
Status of Kawhi and Pat tonight?
Both out. All right, thank you guys.
with Kawhi, it's listed as a left knee contusion. Is that something he suffered last game against Houston or in practice? Or?
Yeah. I think I missed it. I was thrown out in that game, so I don't remember when that happened.
How about Pat? Calf issue? Or?
Yeah, I don't know what calf is it. I don't even know what it is.
Left calf.
Then that's what it is. Sore left calf. Yeah.
You guys don't have much time for practice, it seems, the next week or so.
No.
We're also trying to get PG fully involved. What's that balance like for a coach to get a lot of game time, but maybe not much practice time?
We're just gonna do it in games. Honestly, we don't. We have some shoot rounds that we'll have, but you know, it's not the best way, but it is what it is. And he's such a smart player. You know, just. And then also integrate him with Kawhi and everyone and that, you know, I guess so. But there's nothing you can do about it. You just listen. I'd rather, if I had my choices, put him on the floor than not. You know what I mean? So that's the way you look at it. And you know, we would just we'll run limited stuff and make sure that he fits.
Hey Doc, you're a big believer in continuity.
Yeah.
So with the guys in and out like this, how is this impacting your continuity? And then how long
you won't have it for a while, but that's okay. You know, there's no way we could have continuity right now. We've had we were talking about it the other day. We've had one live practice with Pat, Kawhi, Sham, Paul George on the floor. One this season. I'm talking training camp as well. So you're not going to have any continuity right now. What we are trying to do is what we do have as continuity sets. We try to run them, you know, as much as we can in shoot-arounds and stuff. But that's fine. You know, we have a way that we want to play, and we'll play fine.
Doc, now that Paul's back in the lineup, to what extent does that give you extra comfort as far as when to sit Kawhi, or is that not even part of?
That's not. Yeah, that doesn't factor in at all.
Doc, for your two stars coming here, do you kind of already see the impact of two SoCal guys coming in and what that means to the franchise and to them?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, just the impact of them being from here and then coming here says a lot. And the fact that they're from here and they chose this team says a lot. But listen, we have a lot to do, you know, Mark, like, you know, so for me, you know, it's all nice and good, but we have some winning to do, is the way I look at it. And that will be the real impact if we can pull off that feat.
Doc, over the last two games, I mean, you guys haven't had Paul for one and Kawhi for the other. Trez is at about, I think, 78 minutes in those last two games, and Zoo's at about, I think, 22. How much of that is just having another offensive guy on the floor without a Kawhi or a Paul, as opposed to having, you know, a defender like Zoo for the paints?
So what's your question?
How much of that, is it just more offensive based, or is it like, you know?
No, it's both. You know, it's just more continuity based. You know, what's the best one of the best 1-2 combinations in the league? Trez and Hoop. So when Lou's on the floor, you feel like you should try to have Trez on the floor as much as you can. They're a pretty good combination. You know, you try to keep those two on the floor when one of the other guys, if Paul's off the floor or if Kawhi's playing, Kawhi's off the floor. So it depends. You know, it'll be a lot easier when they're both playing. Then you won't have that issue, and their minutes will go down. So, not concerned with either.
How do you balance that when I think David had like 9 offensive rebounds? They had 19 in the team. How do you balance when to maybe put Zoo in for the rebounding action?
You just do. You know, there's nights that you go with Zoo when you can. There's nights you go with Trez. You know, most nights Trez finishes the games. You know, some nights Zoo will. So.
Paul George mentioned being somewhat displeased with his performance the other night. How do you manage the expectations both of these guys and what they expect of themselves as well as
I don't ever manage. I never manage down expectations. I can tell you that. So I'm really happy that he was unhappy. You know what I mean? That means he wants to just keep getting better. You know, defensively he struggled. You know, he got in foul trouble. You know, I was surprised how well he played, honestly. I don't know, was it Brian told me he missed, what, 200 days? 207 days in a row. You usually don't just walk in and score 33 in 24 minutes. You don't have timing. I was shocked by his offensive timing. I don't think you usually have that. And you do struggle defensively when you come back too. You usually struggle by reaching, and he got, I think, 4 reaching fouls, so I think he'll be better.
Have you noticed progress in the 3 games you guys have played without Kawhi? And if so, what kind of specifically have you seen?
Well, the first game was a tough one. You know, that was the Utah game. But since then, you know, we played in Milwaukee down the stretch and almost won the game. Played it great. Same thing in New Orleans. You know, in New Orleans, we didn't just have Kawhi out, though. We had Kawhi, Shawn, and Pat out. So we had a lot of guys off the floor. You know, so it's hard to gauge, but I think we're ready for that with guys to miss games. I don't think any team is ready for, you know, 3 starters to miss games, you know.
Hey, Doc, with Kawhi, is this a day-to-day thing, or is there a concern that it could go a little longer than that?
No, there's no concern, and yeah, it's day-to-day.
Doc, obviously it's a long season. How frustrating or antsy do you get sometimes to get both of your stars on the floor at the same time to kind of see what's going on?
So far, I really haven't been at all. You know, obviously, I would love them to play every game and be out there. But, you know, maybe because before this, it'd been interesting if this had happened, like Paul got hurt in training camp and then missed these games. But we knew ahead of time, we both, that early on, this would be a tough go for us. And so I haven't really been that antsy about it at all.
Doc, what have you seen on film of Trae Young about his development from last year till now?
He's amazing. He's fun to watch. You know, he just is. I mean, he's clearly the second best point guard to ever play for the Hawks. In my humble opinion.
Spud's the other one?
Yeah, Spud's number 1. But he's just fun to watch, man. There's certain guys, you know, he's got this toughness about him. You know, I think we look at his size. He's a tough dude. Like he's got this cutthroat killer attitude about him. You know, he challenges bigs in the paint. He's so confident, you know, of a player. And his shooting range is absolutely ridiculous. So, and I think the best part of his game is his passing. You know, he's an elite passer. So he has it all.
Doc, when accounting for who Paul George is as a player and how long he's been out, what's your expectation of how long of a process the timing and the conditioning will be?
Oh, I don't know. You know, you know, it's funny because he handled, you know, I think we played him with 24 minutes. I thought he handled that with ease. Tonight, he may be exhausted after 20. You know what I mean? It just takes, that's going to take some time. And we're not going to force his minutes. I can tell you that. Like, I don't care what the game situation is. If he's tired, he's coming out. You know, it's too early to mess with that. Because to me, when guys miss that much, they don't usually re-injure their injury. They re-injure something else. They get injured because they're of fatigue. And so that's the area that I know I'll be very careful with him. Probably to his chagrin because he wants to play.
Doc, Vince Carter joined the league 2 years after you retired as a player.
That's shocking.
When you see him on the court, what do you think of his presence, being in the league so long?
I always say, hello, what are you still doing here? You know, it's amazing. He's not just in a uniform, by the way. He contributes. Last year, he made big shots. I think he's been great for the culture of the Hawks and the mental toughness. And so I love seeing a superstar player have the humility to take a back seat in a way and be a teacher, not upset that he's, you know, when he plays or whatever. It's refreshing. It's cool to watch who he's become.
Doc, you mentioned film study contributed to Paul George, how he adjusted so quickly on offense. Was that just extra work he put in on his own?
Yeah, I mean, he did it with our coaches, but he wanted to do it. It was more his idea. You know, it was fun. I didn't know if, you know, I mean, he watched a ton of film. You know, it's tough to watch film but not be able to do it, you know. And somehow there was a couple sets he ran with better timing than half our guys who've been working on it. And I mean, I don't know how he does that or what he did. I got a feeling he's been getting in the gym more than we know, because there's a couple of things there's no way. I told him that the other day, he just laughed. He didn't confirm either way, so I think he did confirm. So, but it's been good. It's been good. And it's a good thing for our young guys to see that too.
Talk about another young point guard in the league. A couple days from now, Shea will be back.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with him?
Oh yeah, he's playing great. He's the greatest kid, you know. One of my, I don't know if I've had a more favorite young player. Like he's the best. Like just still innocent enough, you know. Hopefully that stays. You know, and him being with Chris is really good for him too, because Chris is so competitive and so smart. So I think that'll be good for Shea as well. All right, guys.